Welcome to another edition of Meet the Mustangs. This week we're honored to have the head man himself, the president of Western New Mexico, Dr. John Counts. Welcome to Meet the Mustangs.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that.
Well, Dr. Counts, you have presided over this institution for a long time, and some great coaches, a great staff here, a lot of great student athletes. How does athletics play into the overall scheme of Western New Mexico and the education experience?
Well, you know, that's really a great question, and one that I'm happy to answer, because sometimes it's very interesting in higher education. There are certain groups of people that would like to separate athletics from the academic portion of that, and I've never done that, because you know, when I walk onto a basketball court, I'm on a classroom. When I walk out on that football field, I'm on a classroom. A golf course, cross country course, tennis court, doesn't make any difference, because you know, we don't have athletes here, we have student athletes. And as I go back to my own experience, you know, in high school and college where I was a student athlete, it was interesting, because many of the lessons that I carry with me today that have proved very, very beneficial, I learned on the fields of friendly strikes. I went to a college, West Point, and right outside our wrestling room, I was a wrestler, was a saying on the wall, and the saying was, "On the fields of friendly strife are sown the seeds that on other fields and other days will bear the fruits of victory." There's a lot of truth in that. And so many of the lessons I've learned about integrity, giving it up for the team, responsibility, I learned on those playing fields and on that wrestling mat. So I love athletics, and our student athletes over and over again bring home the bread to us and really make us all very, very proud. So I don't separate the athletic component from the academic component at all. It's all one and the same to me.
Was there a coach in your background that really had a significant influence on you or taught you a lesson that you've obviously carried a lot of those lessons to today?
Many coaches, you know, and I'm not going to, I'll single out one maybe, but as I go back through my schooling, I had a lot of great teachers and I had a lot of great coaches. Now, in some cases, I can't remember who some of my teachers were, although I can remember the ones that really shown. I can remember every coach I ever had.
Yeah.
And one that I remember, because he was such an incredible role model to all of us, was my high school football coach, Pat Panic, who was an older gentleman, but he'd get out there and he'd run laps with us. He was like, at that time in his 60s, bang out the push-ups with us. And he was a person that firmly believed that actions speak louder than words, and I've never forgotten the lesson I learned from him. Today I still think of him often.
With your support, this athletic department has graduated a lot of student athletes.
You bet.
And we haven't had always had the on-field success, but we've had a lot of off-field success.
Well, we've had a lot of on-field success too.
No, I don't want to minimize that, but
no,
we've certainly had.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Certainly each program has been very good, and I think right now this may be the best staff that you've had in the athletic department for a long time.
I think so, and one of the things that I know we've all philosophized about that I really truly love is Division II.
Yes.
You know, we've had, I think, more than our share of students that earned All-American honors, both academic and purely athletic. We've had a number that have gone on to professional careers, but this is not D1. And I remind myself, and when I talk to the students, that long after they hang up that jersey and move on to bigger and better things, the thing that's going to count in their lives is that diploma.
Right.
And their education that they have worked so hard to achieve. And so when they walk across that stage, and I'm the one that has the big honor to hand them that diploma, that's what it's all about here at Western New Mexico University.
That's where you've accomplished your real goal.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, the graduation rate is great. We've got a lot of purple and gold members, which is our educational achievement.
Absolutely.
So it's something to be proud of.
Absolutely. We've got a lot to be proud of here at Western.
Well, Dr. Counts, thanks for joining us on Meet the Mustangs, and good luck to you in the future.
Well, I thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thanks.